Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been some time since I've last published a video. I think the last video I published was on the ride to the Mansfield High Country, and that was still on the Suzuki Vstrom. It's been probably about 4 months since we've last did any videos and any riding. It's been winter here in Melbourne, and we have finally just kicked into spring, so the days are longer now and more sunlight, temperature is better, and time to get back on the road. So as some of you are probably aware, I've had the Vstrom for about 2.5 years, and I really enjoyed riding the bike, but it was time for a change. And today I would like to introduce to you my new ride, which is the BMW GS Adventure, and this is the 1250 triple black model. And I've had this bike for about 4 months now, and basically what I've been doing over the last few months was just getting used to the bike, as well as rigging it up and getting all the accessories that I want. And now I think it's prepared, it's fully done up and to what I like. And next week I'll be headed out on my first long adventure with the bike, and we will be heading down the Victorian High Country again, and we'll be spending the night in Dargo Hotel. So in today's video, what I intend to do is just walk you through the bike and share with you some of the accessories that I've put on, my thoughts behind why I've done what I've done, and just to give you a brief walk around the bike. So if you're interested to know more, grab a cup of coffee and stay tuned. And here we go, the 1250 BMW GS Adventure triple black. Just going through the bike, giving you a brief look at what I've got on there. So let's start talking about some of the accessories that I've got on the bike. So one of the first things that I purchased on the bike, and I'm just going to turn the camera over so that we can talk about it, was this handguard extenders. So the handguard extenders are essentially just mount on to your standard handguard protectors, and mind you, for the BMW GS it's just a plastic one. It does the job, but what these handguard extenders actually do is they provide a bit more extra safety, or I suppose protection from the wind, and you don't freeze off your hands. Having said that, the BMW GS Adventure does come with heated grips, so this is just a bit extra bit of protection. Plus I think it actually adds a bit more slickness to the actual bike. Now then, what I've gone ahead and got was a very important part, which is the headlight protectors. So these headlight protectors here, they tilt down and it protects the headlights. The BMW headlights, they cost a fortune. So if you break one of these while you are off-roading and a stone hits that's at least about 12 to 1500 Aussie dollars gone. So a headlight protector like this just adds a bit safety, and it also actually blends in quite seamlessly with the bike. It's all black, and that's how I like it. Very nice and very sleek. Now moving on, I've also got this protectors here for my fog lamps. As you can see, the fog lamps are a bit dirty at the moment. I've been riding this morning, and again this protectors just prevents the fog lamps from breaking. If you get any stones hitting there, just protects it. So not very expensive. I'll have all the links to all these products in the description below, and you can get them all from Amazon. So then moving on, I've got this basically radiator guards. There's one there and there's one here. So it comes in a set, and again a bit more protection for your radiator. You don't want any stones, rocks to hit the radiator, and not a very expensive part. Now all these parts are relatively quite cheap, and obviously you can get better quality and expensive ones like from Turatech and all that stuff, which can cost quite a bit. But these ones I just tried to find options available. They're either from AliExpress or from Amazon, and they seem to do the job in my opinion, and they're made of reasonable quality, and they also are priced quite competitively, so that's really good. Moving on, what I did realize with the BMW GS Adventure is that the front mud guards, they're actually quite short. So, and often what you get is you get all the dirt sort of getting collected in this tray, in the bash plate here, and also sort of you get stones hitting and chipping this part of the engine. So what I've gone and got is this mudguard extender. It's actually quite slick how I'll just turn this over. So it's actually quite slick. It actually looks like as if it's original part with the bike. It just blends in seamlessly. It connects from this point here, and you've got a screw there that just connects it to the actual mudguard. So that adds, I suppose it just prevents crap from flying all over your bike and damaging it. Moving on, I've got this cylinder head protectors. I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is the of the best quality out there. This one I got from AliExpress. They were not really expensive. I think they were about 30 bucks or something. And the idea about having these cylinder head protectors is if you drop your bike on the dirt, and if you drop it on stones can actually puncture through your cylinder head, and you want to prevent that from happening. So you got this bit of metal cover that sort of, the idea is to prevent it, but I don't think it's of the best quality. It doesn't really fit all that well in my opinion, and it's probably not the strongest metal as well. So what I intend to do is I want to get the Outrider cylinder head protectors, and they're currently out of stock, but they're about $300, and I think that's going to be a better fit for the bike. The only problem with the Outrider ones is that it's silver or like brushed aluminium color, which I'm not entirely sure I would like that, but the black one obviously looks more sleek. But I think if it's a matter of protection, then that's probably going to be the better option. Alright, moving on, I've got this bag here that again I got this from Amazon, and this bag basically mounts onto the standard GS Adventure crash bar, and it's a crash bar bag. It's waterproof, it's very nicely padded, and it's helpful in a sense where you can actually put items that you want to easily get through. So what I've done is I have got, like for example in this one here, I've got my raincoat in there, and just makes it easy. Plus if you drop your bag, if you drop your bike, the bags are going to take the impact, and it's going to prevent your crash bars from getting scratched. So each to their own, but I think it's pretty helpful. Moving on, now the GS Adventure does not come with, it's got all this, because it's a tubular frame, it's got all these I suppose holes where the actual bolts go in, and they're actually not covered, they're actually exposed. So the problem is when you're riding in dirt and stuff, you don't want mud and everything to get in there and just block the holes. So what I did was I bought this rubber, I don't know what you call them, rubber caps or something, and they come in a set. I think they were about 7 or 10 in a set, and essentially they just go onto all these holes here and just cover it up and make it really neat, and that way no crap gets in, and you don't get anything stuck in there. It makes the washing also quite easy. So you can see 1, 2, 3, there's a few more. And moving on, I've also got this bit here as well. Now this one here is essentially the frame protector, they call this, and again, just like what you've got here, there's a similar hole down here as well. So this bit just basically protects the frame, and the idea here is when you're riding and you're wearing your boots, and sometimes you get rocks and everything stuck between, and it might just get between your boot and the frame, and it might actually scratch it. So the idea is having this bit here just to protect the frame from getting scratched. Now, you know, some people might say this is an adventure bike, and you know, it's meant to have a bit of dents and scratches and so on and so forth. But if you're going to pay $40,000 for a bike, or sorry, $35,000 for a bike like this, you want to sort of, you know, keep it in good nick for as long as you can. So remember the holes I was telling you about, so it's similar to this ones, but they are bigger on the actual frame. So again, this again comes from Amazon, and they just come with cable ties, and you put it on there and you just tie it with the cable ties. Pretty simple. And here what I have is what they call a frame bag. This frame bag again just velcro to the actual tubular frame, and you can just put simple items in there. Again, they are waterproof from Amazon, and what I've got here is my compressor for the tires, just in case I need them. So that's a handy bit of bag, and look, waterproof, they seem to do the job. I think you can get a better quality one probably from Lone Rider. They do have something similar as well, but to me this does the job. Moving on, I've also got these caps here, the valve caps, just, you know, something nicer looking than the standard one. It actually came free with one of the accessories I bought. I can't remember which one, but they came free, so that is welcomed. Anything free is good. Moving on. Let's see here. All right. So what I've got, I have got the Tyre handlebar extenders. So look, this is not an absolute necessity. I wouldn't recommend anyone getting it right away. You need to buy a bike, give it a bit of a test ride, and see how you feel. I tested the bike without the extenders for about a month, and then I felt like I would benefit from the handlebar coming a bit up front, so I went ahead and got it and installed that, and man, it's made a whole lot of difference for my riding. So I'm about 184 centimeters tall, so I think this kind of helps me with my riding position. Now also I've got the Givi Tanklock system. Now this bag, I've had it on my Vstrom, and I just transferred it over to the GS. Again, it's a quick release system. I had to buy a new flange for it that fits the GS, but it's been a welcome companion, and I do enjoy having this. And normally when I travel, I put all my camera gear, my phone, my power bank in here, and it gets connected to the charger. Now what you can also see here is I've also got this bit of, they call this the Cockpit cover. So normally when you get the GS, this part is just exposed. I didn't quite like that exposed look, so I went ahead and got this Cockpit cover, and again, you can get it just from Amazon. You can also get it from AliExpress, or you can get it from Wunderlich as well. They've also got one. So I just got the kickoffs from Amazon, and they seem to do the job for me, so I'm quite happy with them. Now it did come with a bolt that you can actually bolt on, but I just decided to opt for using a cable tie instead, because I think it just holds better. Now what I've also got here is I've got, for the actual meter here, the display cluster, I've got this bit of an extension here. So this is like a shade sort of thing. So when it's really bright, it actually provides a bit of a shade, and you can actually see the meter a bit more clearer. And I've also got a protection film on it. So let's turn it on. So I've got a bit of a protection film on it, so just to prevent any scratches and all that. Again, this is also from Amazon. What I've got is I've got the BMW Connected Ride Cradle. So the beauty about this cradle is you can actually control it from the wonder wheel that you have on the GS. So essentially, if you take a look at the screen, when I move this, sorry, I have to go up to the screen. So going up to the navigation screen, and now I can actually control the BMW connected system, the navigation. So there's GPS in there. There is information on the bike, which I can just control using the wonder wheel, which is really excellent. Now this is an original BMW accessory, and they cost quite a bit, so it's about $400, but I got it when I bought the bike, so that was pretty cool. All right, moving on. What else have I got? Yes, now here, this bit here, this is the protector for the sensor, your side stand sensor, and often because it's quite low, it can sometimes get hit and damaged by rocks and so on. So this a bit of protection just gives you a bit of protection, and hopefully prevents it from getting damaged. And again, I think I got this from AliExpress. Nice bit of protection, so quite definitely recommended to have this one, and very easy to fix as well. Now, one thing that I strongly recommend everyone to get is this extension for your side stand. This one I bought from Amazon. I'll have the links in the description below, and you need to have this. It just makes the side stand a bit wider and provides a bit more added safety or stability to your bike from falling. So when I say safety from your bike from falling down, and stability as well. So there you go. And moving on, I've got these two Oggy knobs here. They are pretty cool, and look, I don't think now in hindsight I probably don't need this, because I've got the panniers here. If the bike falls, the pannier will probably take the hit before that. But if you didn't have the panniers, and if your bike fell, this will take the hit on the ground, and hence it will protect your drive shaft. So that's the whole idea behind that. Again, this is very easy to fix, and it's just a 10-minute installation process. Again, got this from Amazon as well, so definitely recommend it. I've got the frame bag here as well on both sides, and in here I've got my goggles if I need to use my goggles and I'm going off-road. So again, good bit of addition to the bike. So moving on. I'll keep the Lone Rider panniers for the last. Now the top box is definitely something that highly recommended. Now this top box is all black. I just love the look of it, and I bought it from AliExpress. This one, I will be honest, it's an AliExpress product. It cost me 220 Australian dollars, and I absolutely love it. Now, sorry Lone Rider, I've only just put this sticker there. I'm not trying to say that this is a Lone Rider pannier, I had stickers and I just put it there. But this top box is from AliExpress, and the beauty about this top box is this. It's really a premium finish. Check this out. Check out how the internals is. It's got this really nice covering, and it's huge. It's a 52 liter, if I'm not mistaken, fully waterproof, aluminium, and definitely fits in a full face helmet. And it's got the lock system, locks down pretty well here as well. Now the only drawback with having third-party panniers and top box is you've got extra bit of keys that you not sort of need to carry with you. So I've got some extra bit of keys that I need to carry, but not a big deal. So locks, and then it's all safe. So one of those things that you really need to weigh in whether you need or not. It's also got these extra bits here which you can put. Essentially, you can tie down some extra stuff if you needed to, because it's got these rails there. So really helpful. Now I've also got this tank protector, that I've got from Amazon. A bit of decals, really good, just prevents it from scratching. But you can't see this, but I've also got paint protection film on the tank as well. So the whole tank is actually has got paint protection film. I got one of my good friends who actually did the PPF on my car there. When he was done, I said, could you do my bike as well? And he said, yep, I'll give it a shot. And I think I had a YouTube shorts that I put up. So go and look at that YouTube shorts and you can see how he's done it. So a bit of paint protection film there, and also paint protection film on the actual tank. So I don't know whether you can see that scene there, that's where it sort of ends. So this paint protection film just provides this aluminium or steel tank, whatever it's made out of, and essentially what it does is prevents stretching, because when you're riding, your knees are sort of hugged towards here, and if you've got stones stuck between, and if you might actually scratch the tank, and you don't want that to happen to a bike like this. So some might agree, some may say that I'm probably being a bit too precious with the bike, but hey, it's my bike and this is how I would like to see it, so this is what I'm doing with it. So nevertheless, definitely worth it, the paint protection film. Look up the post on my YouTube shorts, and I think I've got the information there, the contact details of the guy that actually does it, and he's got a template. He'll be happy to just sell you or post you the film, and then you can just put it on your car or your bike yourself, and I think it'll be fairly affordable in terms of pricing. So definitely recommended to get that. Now the last but not least, actually before that, I've got this extra bit of bag here that just sort of velcros to your grab rail. Look, this one I don't think you need. I honestly, I bought that before I bought the panniers, and now in hindsight I think it's just an extra bit of bag. It's probably alright to have it there. I put my cloth and stuff. You can put some tools in there if you like, but yeah, it's just one of those things. It's there, you may not need it, so you probably don't need to get it. Alright, and now for the last item in today's video is the Lone Rider panniers. Now this is the semi-rigid panniers from Lone Riders, and look, I contemplated a lot before I got these panniers, because there are quite a few options out there. They are all very expensive, but the Lone Rider seems to really appeal to me because of their quality and the reviews that I've seen online. And you know, the Boomerang Biker, one of my mates who has got a GS Adventure, he he's like an ambassador for Lone Rider, and I've seen him use the items, and I actually quite fancy the Lone Rider bags. So I went ahead and I got the Lone Rider bags, and they essentially just bolt on, or just, it's a quick release system, and it just goes on your GS Adventure rack. So I'll just show you how simple it is to get it in. So you've got the keys, and essentially what you do is you just put it in there. So the keys are in here. Undo that, you pull this up, and off you go. The panniers are out. How easy is that? So it's a quick release pannier, and you can just carry this to your room and yeah, get comfortable in the room, I suppose. Now this is just going to be a quick video. I'm not going to, I will do another video where I'll probably talk a little bit on the actual pannier, but for this one it's just a brief walkthrough, and you can see it's fairly easy to put it back in, and then all you do is you just lock it back and it's all good. So a really good pannier, semi-rigid, it's made out of really good material, and look, it also will protect the bike as well. If it falls, I suppose the pannier will take the hit. But the good thing with Lone Rider is all these parts, that if they get damaged, you can actually buy them. You can buy those individual parts and you can replace them. So that's what I love about it. And they also come with this extra bit of security. So it's a padlock where you just program it to a combination that you want, and keeps your stuff safe in there. And because it's got that lock, so people can't actually get in. I mean, if they wanted to, they could cut through it, but it'd be a fair bit of effort to actually do that. So yeah, it's a pretty cool system in my opinion. So if I'm not mistaken, I can't really remember the sizes, but obviously that one there is smaller than this. I will do a full run through, a full video on the Lone Rider panniers, but for now, this is the bike, guys. This is the bike. So there you go, guys. I hope you find that quick walkthrough handy, and hope those accessories actually make some sense. Now there's a lot of items available for the GS Adventure out in the market, and now that the new R1300 GS is also been released, there's probably going to be more items focused on the new bike. But nevertheless, in my opinion, the older GS, or the one that we are seeing right here, is still the GOAT. I just like how it looks like, and I like the size, how it handles, the power delivery, the stability and all. Now, having said that, I haven't actually ridden the new 1300 yet, but I do hope I will ride it sometime soon. But nevertheless, this bike isn't going anywhere. I'm going to keep it for the foreseeable future, and there's lots and lots of adventures coming our way, and lots more of things that I would like to achieve and do with this bike. So we've still got Australia to explore, we've still got the Victorian High Country to explore, I need to understand the bike more as well. Yeah, it's just got so much of tech in there, and all the riding modes and so on. I haven't even scraped it, I've only been riding it on road mode and rain mode, but there's a lot to learn on the bike, and getting used to and all that. So I am really looking forward for the adventures that are yet to come on this bike. And for those of you Vstrom lovers, I've still got a soft spot for the Vstrom, and I know you probably followed me on my channel because of the Vstrom. Now, don't get me wrong, the Vstroms are excellent bikes, and it was just time for me to try something new. So I did enjoy if I could, I would have kept the Vstrom, but in Australia it's just too hard, like to keep two bikes and the rego and insurance and so on. It just doesn't make sense, and to have two adventure bikes didn't actually make sense. And I always wanted to have a 1000cc and above bike, so this was my opportunity, so I went ahead with it. And I do miss the Vstrom. The Vstrom has got a lot of its merits. It's a much more lighter bike. The V-twin engine is remarkable. The sound of the bike, I do miss it. But this bike has got a lot more other things to offer as well. Just the smoothness, the power delivery, and just the general reputation of the BMWs. They're just good bikes, and it's been like the sort of go-to, or rather reference point of bikes for a long time now. So we will be riding, and there are still some of my friends that are riding the Suzuki Vstrom, so we will still be talking about the Vstroms. There is probably very likely that another mate of mine might end up getting the 800DE. So if that happens, so then we've got lots more to talk as well. But to all those Vstrom lovers, it's a great bike. Enjoy that bike, keep going with it. But I think my journey is just going to come to a bit of a different, to move to a different direction, and that'll be with this black beauty here, the BMW R1250 GS Adventure triple black. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like this video, and remember, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.